Hello and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out and watching another race here at the 5-Star Cup Series. In the booth with me tonight, Bill Martin. I thought potentially you would be on the track tonight, but honestly glad to have you in here because it could be a lot to call here around Talladega.
Yeah, I don't think if I was in this race tonight with these guys would be pretty ugly, folks. I would get beat up pretty bad by these guys. I don't know if this is a track where I would want to, especially this time of year, end of the season, points, implications,
Right. I get it.
not to mention the fact I wouldn't be able to keep up with them.
I mean, if you got a decent setup here and you can stick with the draft, you can wind up in a great spot towards the end of this race. But yeah, so like we had a pretty eventful race last week at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Just a quick reminder, Jeff Chandler got eliminated. He was the man with the lowest points in the playoff bubble. This week, Caleb Begg, Gordon Larson Jr. will be battling it out for that last spot before we move on to the next round at Martinsville. So keep an eye on those two on the leaderboard there on the left side. Let me just double check that I took Chandler off here. But obviously too, we were just watching qualifying there. Qualifying here is an art. There's definitely a little bit of a technique to it. Some guys are really good at qualifying on restrictor plate tracks. Some guys like myself are just, we have to go qualify and we're going to see what happens. But normally, nothing special really happens. But yeah, taking a look through the field, it appears Tanner Love, fastest guy out there so far on the pole with the 53.320. And just as I said that, Tyler Justice sets the fastest time of 53.302. So he is our current pole sitter. And I believe he was the last one to set a time. So he will be our pole sitter tonight. And we should see the guys grading up here in just a second. Everybody who's everyone who's joining in the chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to drop a quick comment or question, anything you guys have about the league, about the race, or if you have a question for me and Bill, we'll be sure to keep an eye on the chat as the race goes on.
That's a loaded question right there, folks.
Yeah, and look, if we get enough people, commenting, we might even throw up some gambles, some points channel gambles too. So be sure to stick around for that. But looks like guys are lining up, and we can start with our. You can start it this week, Bill. I normally start.
All right. Well, we're gonna start it off with who's on the pole right now. Tyler just comes in, sneaks out that one. Tanner Love, he's going to be in second place, followed by Boyd Hogan. No surprise to see the Canadian up front. Victor Williams, who was very fast in qualifying as well as practice, he's going to be followed by Curtis Sawyer. Joe Stafford's going to be on the outside of him in sixth. Inside will be Dallas Pataska, and Johnny Avila will be on the outside. That's a fast row right there.
Yeah.
Cody Porter, the way we pronounce it up here in the booth, he's going to be next to Xander Short in that 10th spot. 11th will be Holden McGill, and Vincent Picardi will be in 12th.
Yep, in 13th spot, Colby Cooper in the 71 car. Tyler Seville in 14th. Daryl Hahn, 15th. Caleb Begg, 16th. Nathaniel Landwehr, 17th. Gordon Larson Jr., 18th. Michael Deitch, 19th. Casey Tucker in the 20th spot. Alex Link in the 91 car in 21st. Adam Gilliat, 22nd. Austin Brooks, 23rd. Mike T. Bruno, the 24th spot. And then just a couple more here. Jeff Chandler, who I mentioned was eliminated last week, in the 25th spot. Stephen Wood starting in 26th. Ray Gill, 27th. And TJ Bartel in the 4 car will be at the rear in the 28 spot. So 28 drivers here tonight. Pretty good size crowd.
Yeah, this is, this league just keeps growing and growing and growing. 28 drivers at Talladega. And for most of these guys, it's not even running points anymore. It's just out here running. So it goes to show the quality of drivers that you have. Everybody wants to be in this league. This league is on its way up. And next year, I'm expecting a lot more sponsorship and everything else. If you look at the quality of drivers that we have in this field, it's basically, it's not that far from a Coke Series race, to be quite honest with you. Half the guys in this field race on Coke, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, I phrased that wrong. They race for Coca-Cola League, not on.
And
yeah, let's get that straightened up.
Yeah, just a quick summary of the race. So first 2 stages are 30 laps. Last stage will be 34 laps. Here at 5-star, they do not take stage caution breaks, so we'll continue to be green as long as we can keep things clean on the track. But pace car is starting to roll his way down towards pit lane, and we'll get green here in just a second. Obviously, a little bit of a longer ride here on the front stretch at Talladega, but waiting on that green flag.
Yeah, it takes a while. Car's getting bunched up, getting ready to go green. You can see him ready right there. Pace car is already off. Everybody's anticipating the start with this huge field tonight. And there it is, green flag is out. And already we're starting to see that inside line get a little bit of a jump. That outside line is kind of discombobulated, starting to form together. There's even a third line with 1 or 2 cars out top. We're going to have to watch that lane to see what happens to it. Here at Talladega, it is a 3-lane track. Coming out of the quarter down the back straightaway, they are grills to gas holes. 2 trains going down the straightaway at 190 miles an hour as we head off into turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys already off to a rocket start. Still not up to full speed, but definitely already elbowing for position here as they come through turns 3 and 4 back to the front stretch. And so far, so good. Everyone seems to be lining up. Guys might be trying to identify their teammates and potential partners as this race goes on. But 2 laps into our first stage of 30 and no cautions, which is it's a pretty good achievement because
it's kind of rare.
They've already covered over 2 miles of track. So.
Especially with the amount of cars that we have on this track.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to see it happen.
Yeah,
hopefully
absolutely.
We'll have that next week as well. But it's good to see a full fill of cars come. There we go, right there. Tanner Love out front in that 51 car. Also the same number as Justin Bonsivier on the modified teams. I know how much Boyd Hogan enjoys me talking about my short track racing. Picardi out front. Those two are just going to swap positions back and forth. It's not even worth calling a race yet because they're going to be swapping out front so much. Now you're starting to see that outside line take effect with Pataska and Avila. We knew those two were going to team up at some point or another, and they were going to be fast. Right now, behind them, Avila pushing car. I'm not sure who is behind Avila, but I thought I just saw him get really squirrely just there.
Yeah, it looks like that's
one car in the
18
front goes
Tyler
around
Seville.
and it's going to take a whole bunch of them. All right, Tyler Seville. I don't know if he got a little too much of a bump from behind him, but he seemed to have gotten a little squirrely there.
Yeah,
and once again, the East Coast curse is starting to affect it.
Got a nice shove there from Pataska, but dropping down the inside, normally it's just a pretty standard move at this point. 4 laps in, you kind of want to settle in. Inside row might be saving a little bit more gas than the outside, so really not a bad place to be. But Pataska charging his way up to the front, pushing Johnny Avila there on that outside lane. And it looks like them two are actually going to work themselves down to the bottom lane here on the backstretch, so they will slide ahead of Picardi there.
Avila doing the back and forth, trying to stay up front. Not going to be able to get in front of Pataska on that one.
Yeah.
So now we have 2 very fast drivers at the front of each line. So we're going to see which one is going to work a little bit better. However, it's not the lead driver so much as the drivers behind you that make a lane work. And as you can see, both lanes are working pretty well together, side by side still, even after a few laps. Now 5 laps already gone down on this track. And look at how, you know, as an announcer, I race this. I mean, we race, Thomas. We see so many races a week we watch. And gotta be honest with you, man, this is probably the stoutest field we have seen all week. And yeah, it's kind of like watching the Blue Angels out here, the way they dance around and not wreck each other.
Yeah, the SOF sitting right around 5,000 for the entire field average. So definitely a lot of skill in this lobby. But be exciting to see them go at it as the laps tick by. Already a third lane starting to form there now too. That middle lane fracturing off into 2 separate lanes. Inside lane going to be pulling ahead just a bit now because of that. But we'll see if they can get reformed there in the mid pack. And Johnny Avila is the leader of that third lane on the outside. Not sure who just jumped out there. I think that's Tyler Justice in the 77. Trying to make that middle lane work there, so we'll see how he can go about getting that formed up.
Yeah, he's going to need a couple of guys behind him, and they're just going to have to be a little bit patient. You know, if they can be patient and form up together, they will move forward and be right up next to those guys in front of him. Pataska as well, working that inside line still. He's out front of this thing, just kind of leading the way right now. I don't, you know, you're a lot more experienced than I am, especially at league races. And these cars, are they saving yet, or are they just going for it already?
I mean, obviously on TV we've seen, seems like saving fuel is the winning strategy, but you know, knowing some of these guys, I doubt that anyone's saving. Obviously the guy in the front is full throttle the entire time, as well as the pusher and the guy pushing the pusher, but the rest of the guys, I mean, they really can just be minding the gap, playing dancing basically with the guy in front of them and saving fuel naturally that way. But you know, if Pataska stays out front the entire time here, he's gonna be consuming a lot more fuel than basically everyone behind him here, so he needs to be communicating with the rest of his team. That way they understand where his fuel levels are at. And you might even see him drop back, swap spots with Vincent there or Tanner Love. You know, we'll see how he plays this as we continue, because as I mentioned, there is no stage break. So if this stays green, fuel will definitely be a big component of this race.
And with these drivers, we are definitely going to see a green flag stop tonight. I can tell. I just know it. We see it every week. You just don't get cautions with this group. And if you do, you don't get very many of them. And if you want to know what it's like to be involved in iRacing, Thomas, why don't we jump on board? I don't know, go back with the 18 car of Seville, someone right in the middle of the pack, so we can see just exactly what kind of chaos. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Three lanes of traffic. On board with Link now. He's in the middle of the sandwich right there. He's got a car on the inside and the outside of him. And look at how steady. You know, I can appreciate that because I actually tested on this track earlier today just to see what it was like. And man, just the way he stays straight. He's using his own lane. He's not following the car in front of him all over the track. Right. If you're new to iRacing and you want to learn how to draft, this is perfect for you to watch. He's staying in his lane. He's not chasing the yellow car all over the place. That's what you want to do when you're in the draft. Just follow your own lane. Don't worry about that car in front of you. You come race here, you're going to be learning with some professional drivers. So this isn't your local league. These are the
old guy league.
Yeah, it's not. You know, You know, in my old guy league, we do have some good race car drivers, a couple of famous race car drivers and crew members, and they'll tell you it's not easy, you know. And I can keep up with those guys. These guys are a whole different animal. Avila out front now, taking it over from Pataska. And Landwehr's working on the outside line. You see one car there falling back. Not sure who that was on the apron. But that was probably somebody who was running out front, saw something he didn't like, and decided just to go in the back and kind of maybe save some fuel, take his time, because we have a long way to go, and it's not hard for these guys to go from back to front. That third line is starting to activate. The power mode starting to work its way up, and we're about ready to have a three-way drag race.
Yep, we see some guys up top. 9 car Austin Brooks, followed by Boyd Hogan, who had an early exit from Las Vegas last week. Not the race he wanted to have last week. So obviously probably determined to have a better result tonight. But the inside seems to be the preferred line here so far. But we'll keep an eye on see how this middle lane, outside lane can develop. I mean, if they get more numbers up there, they really think that there's a lot of speed to be had on the high side here. Really just about getting formed up and organized with your fellow drivers.
I'm absolutely loving watching this race, especially further in the back. 3 wide, we were 4 wide a minute ago, and they straightened it out. No problems. The 5-Star Racing League is one of your premier leagues. It has to be. And not only that, we're up to what, lap 13 now, still no caution. All the cars are running. Look at the quality of racing we're seeing right now. This is like watching the real deal. Look at the talent that we have. Avila, Pataska, Love, Williams, who's making his name known tonight. He's out front. Stafford, Sawyer, Landwehr, Link and Justice, they can't decide who wants 8th or 9th. They keep going back. And Gilliat back in the 10th spot. And that's about as far as you can go before you sound like a puppet, because that's when all the chaos begins with the double lanes. And guys are switching positions so much you can't even call it.
Yeah, it looks like that outside lane kind of fell apart there. Guys tried to get back into that middle row. Seems like Boyd Hogan did drop back quite a distance there, gambling that the outside would form up. But you know, that's just what happens. And sometimes your feelings get hurt early in the race. You know, like you want to work together with people and they ditch you, so you just remember that, file that away for later, and you know who would be more willing to work with you.
One hand washes the other, and Boyd Hogan, who beat himself up after last week, just so upset with himself, he's back here, and we're going to see him out front by the end of this thing.
Yep, coming to the line, that is 15 laps, so halfway into our first stage here. Still no cautions. The front of the pack looking pretty similar to what it was here at the start of the race. Obviously, Pataska... Thanks, honey. Pataska now back up front.
Hope you weren't talking to me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, look at this out front. Landwehr swapping back and forth in the 99, going up and down, trying to block and stay out in front of each lane. And we are...
Yeah, Landwehr is now our new leader here, so I don't think he's been up front yet, but he is the leader here as we take on lap 16 here. But definitely can be tough if you know the guy behind you is a fast driver with a fast car. Sometimes some of those shoves they give you just can catch you off guard if you're not ready for it. But see how Pataska and Landwehr can work together here.
Well, we just saw...
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, lap car coming up here on the backstretch, which can be tough to deal with. We'll see where he catches. Landwehr catches him.
that's a silver car, then no, that's not it. I wonder if we had a couple of cars. This is what happens at Talladega when you lose the draft, and
Yep.
it is easy to lose the draft here. It does not take much, and he's
Yep.
going to lose the draft again because there's no way he's going to be able to catch up. When they come by you, you got to pray to be full throttle. It's more important for you to catch them somewhere on the track where you're able to try to keep up. And with this field, it's going to be difficult no matter where you are, because he missed the draft again. He's going to fall back a couple of races by the time we get to the stage.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty sketchy moment there for Xander Short. Looked like there was just that natural checkup compression, and it caused him to get a tiny bit uncomfortable, it seemed, but obviously able to make it through okay. Xander Short was another driver who was doing pretty well last week, had a good start to the race, faced some issues early, and then I don't know if he DNF'd, but just had a rough end to that race last week. So I know him and Boyd, our teammates, obviously sporting the Reaper Speed Lab paint scheme, so might see them work together here as this night goes on. But back up front, Landwehr still leading that inside row with Pataska and Justice behind him.
Yeah, we're seeing that inside line just pretty much hand grenaded when everybody started falling off to make that third line. And now that everybody's still swapping positions in the back, they're really not able to get back together. You're starting to see a few more cars add on to it, but once again, you have two on the outside, which makes it difficult. But now that outside lane, the second lane rather, is starting to gain a little bit of momentum for moving forward. But out front, it's still all the 99 of Landwehr, followed by Pataska. And I noticed Pataska keeps dipping out of line like we just saw right there. And I'm not sure what the track temperature was or the air temp when we started, but do you think maybe he's trying to get a little bit of cool air or fresh air on the front of that thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely very easy to overheat, either it be water or oil temperature. So whenever you see the guys dipping their nose out trying to get clean air, it's definitely them trying to cool that thing down, because sometimes you just need to go. Sometimes you need to have the brief moment of hard pushing, and if you're already hot, then that's not available to you. So it really is just about managing your temps and just being available in case a new lane opens up. Maybe you can shoot a gap or improve your track position. Maybe you're trying to drop to the bottom to set up a green flag pit. It's definitely best not to procrastinate when it comes to managing your temps. So, but on the outside now, Cody Porter, he was my Gruden grinder last week. Had an amazing race. Not the finish, not the finish he wanted. I think he had an incident there towards the end. One of those cautions towards the end caused him a lot of spots. Fell out of the top 10. But look at him make this middle lane work. See Boyd Hogan coming on the outside now, trying to make something work out there, but Porter and Avila doing a great job working together here, and they drop down. Avila goes to block the high line, it looks like, leaves Porter there. Now Porter on the inside with I believe that is the 33 of Adam Gilliat there on the bottom row behind Porter. But 3 wide here for the lead. Boyd Hogan dropping back a little bit here down the backstretch. Avila, Porter about even here down the backstretch. Avila scored with the lead currently. We'll see how the momentum plays out here through 3 and 4.
I'm wondering if Boyd Hogan is playing possum or if it's really that difficult to come forward. And I'm going to think maybe it's just that difficult to come forward. These guys, the times that they're running are so close together. Obviously 3 lanes, if one of them's not moving, it's going to be difficult to move forward. So it's early in the race. We're not even done with stage 1 yet. So everybody's pretty much figured out who they can run with and who they cannot run with. And we already have a couple of those so far. But the lane to be in, I believe, is where Boyd Hogan is in that 96 car. Down low, going forward.
Yeah, he's blocking the top here. Almost blocks Avila, but Avila able to slide above him there. I was just going to say, Hogan had been wanting that top lane to get formed up and working basically the entire first stage. You saw him even fracture it a little bit. The lane fractured on him a couple times, but eventually able to make it work. But sorry, go ahead, Bill.
He got himself out front, but it still doesn't seem like he's running as hard as he normally would be.
Sure.
So I don't know if it just if he received some damage earlier or what. We're starting to see him come forward now a little bit there, that white car. But yeah, it's I don't know. I'm just it seems as if he's just not racing like normal race for me tonight. I don't know
It's still early.
What it is. Yeah, it just seems as if he's saving a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, where he was just 2 laps ago, though. I mean, his position has improved a lot here, and only 8 laps to go. Still, I mean, 8 laps still a lot here for this stage, but he is definitely in a better position to try to score some stage points here, as we come to the latter half of this first stage. But yeah, see that middle lane working well now. It seems like him and Casey Tucker have a good connection going, and Pataska just behind Tucker there, also a fast driver to be working with here. So Stout middle lane, and then bottom lane Porter and Johnny Avila there, also very fast drivers who have a ton of restrictor plate track experience.
Yep. I was saying Hogan seemed like he wasn't really going for it. I'm wondering if he just lost that momentum and it just takes that long to get it back, because he seems to be a little more fired up right now.
Yep, momentum definitely comes and goes, and sometimes you can't really it's really not up to you. It's just the guys behind you, whether the guy is pushing you hard enough, or you might have accidentally caused a tiny bit of a checkup, causing the guys behind you to lose their momentum, and then you basically stall out. So a lot can happen pretty quickly. But just 6 laps to go now. You see Avila jump up ahead of Hogan there, blocking his lane here for a minute. Hogan tries to move down, and Avila blocks that as well. So a couple aggressive moves by our leaders here, though still keeping it clean nonetheless. But it seems like Avila and Hogan aren't exactly teammates here. I mean, they're not going to be looking to work together. They're definitely trying to get one up on each other here as we approach the end of the stage. So we'll see if this rivalry continues, or if they let bygones be bygones and work together here as we go on.
Well, obviously they both want to go get those bonus points at the end of the race. So teammates are teammates. It doesn't matter who is going to be on the inside or the outside. It doesn't matter if your teammates are just best friends. You come to the end of the stage, the end of the race, it really does not matter anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
and now you're going to see Hogan. Yeah,
it's worth saying Hogan and Avila. I mean, they build for separate shops, so they're definitely not teammates, but
no,
friendly. They could be friendly.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a friendly rivalry. There's a whole lot of ego, and of course they're going to rib each other back and forth. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
And you can see what happens if you start getting into it too much, because all of a sudden Boyd Hogan was down into 3rd position there for us. Right now he's still down there in 3rd position, trying to battle his way forward. So it doesn't take long or take much to lose a little bit of that momentum. And now you're going to see that 81, that Boyd Hogan car catch right up to Avila, because he lost a little bit of momentum when he came down to that bottom lane. Now it seems as if they're working. Hogan giving a little push going down the straightaway there. Great view going down the front straightaway into that little dog leg.
Yep.
And we're still not at the start-finish line. There it is.
And see Boyd Hogan go on the outside of Avila that time, across the start finish, and he is back in front of Casey Tucker, the guy who was working with him much of this first stage here. It looks like that inside row still has the positive momentum against that outside lane. Definitely, I wanted to kind of give a wider shot. Been pretty tight in most this first stage. Looking back through the field to see how the guys are dealing with the checkups. Just 3 laps to go though, so we'll just check real quick here. See, Looks like most of the field still 2x2. Some guys definitely hanging out here in the back, trying to just chill for now. 38 of Xander Short, trying to make up a run here on the outside. Probably fall back in behind the Ford car there of TJ Bartel, who was the guy who started at the very back here tonight. So good job moving up by TJ, up 12 spots from the start. A couple other big movers. Adam Gilliat in the 33. He's up 19 spots from the start of this race. So great start to the night for him. Nathaniel Landwehr, who was our leader several laps ago, up 13 spots. Gordon Larson Jr., who's one of the guys tonight who's racing to stay in the playoffs in the 6th spot, currently up 12 positions from the start of the race. And then just behind him, his competitor for that last playoff spot, Caleb Begg, driver of the 72 car, currently riding P6, just took the spot from Larson Jr. actually, but he's right there center your screen in that 72 car.
We have gone 30 laps, no cautions. I want you to just think about that, Thomas.
Yeah.
It's not often we get to say that. Yeah, this is, it's not like they've been saving and taking it easy. They've been swapping positions and doing everything it can to wreck each other. But look at how much that outside lane has just hand grenaded over the last few laps. So this is lap 31. Let's see how long it takes for that outside lane to be right up front. Right now, everybody is nose to tail, kind of in the pass of time, and we have a caution.
Right at the end of the first stage. So we'll have basically a stage break here on lap 31. But Johnny Avila was the winner of that first stage, followed by Cody Porter, then Adam Gilliat in the 33. But we'll go back and take a look and see what happened with that caution. Let's see.
Was there an actual caution, or did our... oh, yes, there was. The 47 car. Huh. Oh.
I don't know what happened with that. That was a solo...
Looks like he... Yeah, just started... I know there's a bump in that area, so I don't know if he hit that bump, got squirrely, and just lost it. Well, it happened a little bit before that.
See on board with Vincent Picotti.
Oh, it looked like he just missed the entrance in the corner.
Yeah, it just got tight, loose, it looks like. So first caution of the night. Not a result of hard racing, but just a mental error there by Picotti. See if he's able to get that fixed, but looks like he took a pretty hard hit and see some smoke coming out of the back of that race car, so he might be done here.
That's never a good sign. As we look out of the front of the 63 car of Mr. Avila.
Yep, good job by Avila there. I mean, he was throwing, I want to say haymakers, but definitely jabs there with Boyd Hogan, trying to establish the better positioning as the end of that stage approach. And ultimately, he came out on top, winning the stage and having, I believe Cody Porter might be his teammate there, right behind him there. So great job by those two to work together coming to the end of that stage. But we should see everybody come down pit lane to get some fuel and tires while they have a caution out here, because that definitely was a free caution. Sorry, go ahead, Bill.
I was just about to say I had promised a green flag pit stop earlier, and then we had this happen. But let's get through the field right now. Let them get through their pit stops, and let's bring up our co-commentator on some nights, Mr. Cody Porter. Let's bring him up in the booth and see how he feels about the track so far.
Sure. Let me see if he's available here.
We got a couple of short fillers here. Look at this chaos coming off pit road, and it's going to be Avila out front, followed by the 33 of Gilead. Great pit stop by Gilead. The 04 Porter will be third, Stafford and Cooper. And look who's in sixth, Begg, who really needs a good run tonight so he doesn't get eliminated.
Yeah, actually, I don't see Porter in the Discord, so he's probably in his own team Discord.
No? Okay, all right. We'll just remind him of that next week. Well, some guys either saved a lot of fuel or they decided not to take a full bunch of fuel. Huh.
Yeah, I believe the top three are the same there. Porter did lose a spot to Gilead, but looking back,
we haven't talked much about.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we haven't talked much about Gilead. He's been very fast tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean he's up 20 spots from the start of the race, so
that's huge.
A perfect first stage by him. And looks like Tyler Justice, I mean, you know, mention the highs, but also got to mention the lows here. I don't know what exactly is going on for the 77. You know what? I feel like I do know what this is. So sometimes you can park it and run to the bathroom and take a piss and then get back before the field gets to you. But it's definitely, it could be a pretty tough task. You know, you got all the stress. You have to like try to like dive around furniture and stuff. So he's going through it right now.
Did he tell you that's what's going on? Oh,
no,
what? Because
that's just my guess. That's just my guess. But see where the
I
field is. The field is coming through turns. They're coming to turns 1 and 2 here. So see if Tyler can stay on the lead lap. Come on, Tyler.
Boy. Come on, Tyler. No time to have stage fright now.
Wrap it up. And he's back.
Come on, buddy. Little shake
there
and
we
bake.
go. Nicely done by the 77.
Is he in the team chat, or can we bring him up in the booth?
He is also in his team chat. Yeah. Man.
Oh man! Oh, I hope he washed his hands. Oh, that is great. I've never heard that explanation, and I'll be honest with you, I never knew that was possible.
I could be completely wrong too. I don't know, but
I don't know. It certainly made a lot of sense, and it made a lot of sense as if you've either seen it, or you've done it, because that came from experience.
Yeah, I never parked it on the track. I always just leave it in the pit and run. But it's only happened like once or twice.
Oh, that is hysterical. That is hysterical. Oh boy.
Lights are off here. We're actually we're going green here, so the outside lane it was a choose cone, so the outside lane definitely has a lot less drivers there than the inside row. But I believe let's see. Who's that on the inside? That's Caleb Begg on the inside getting us restarted. So he is our leader as we start the second stage. Already 5 laps into the second stage just because that caution came out. So we'll get a little bit less green flag racing here if obviously if it stays green for the entire stage, but still a decent amount of time. Here's Dallas Pataska, Tanner Love, and Boyd Hogan, and additionally Casey Tucker working together on the outside. They're trying to slide ahead of Caleb Begg, and now Boyd Hogan working on the outside of Tanner Love. So
yeah, Boyd Hogan I don't think was happy with Tanner Love right there. He was kind of getting blocked by him, and he had a bunch of bunch of momentum, so he was able to get around him, and he's right now in the lead on the outside in that 96 car, followed by Tucker, Pataska, Love, and Begg is your top 5. You see him right now. The first 2 cars are out front by a car length or 2 on the outside lane. That inside lane seems to be trying to form back up and to move forward, but right now their momentum is kind of stalled in that 3rd place area right next to Pataska. It's hard to say Pataska really fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially with my accent. So out front right now, it's still Hogan and Tucker, as well as Pataska in that 17 car. Not quite clear of the 51 of Tanner Love. In fact, Tanner Love's going to cross the line that time, and he's going to be in 3rd position right now. So it definitely does not have them cleared. Still working their magic on the outside line, about a 6-car train up high. Then you have a big gap, and then 4 more cars way in the back. That bottom line still trying to work hard to get some momentum going, and it just seems to be struggling. As now you see Avila jump to the bottom. Oh no, I'm sorry, I thought that was Avila. That is still a 51 car just in shadows.
Yeah, Avila has fallen back to P22. So after a great first stage, has slid back quite a distance, so he'll be trying to work his way back up forward here. I feel like we missed something, because I could have sworn that he was a leader coming off pit lane. Was he not? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because like
I
Caleb
believe
Begg
you're right.
was the leader. I have no idea what happened there. But
I wonder if he came in and had to make a second pit stop. We missed that one.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he was burning more fuel being up towards the front for most of that stage. I don't think that's enough. I mean, because the guys have to roll behind the other competitors down pit lane, so they're losing time there. So it should balance out. But weird. Yeah, I completely missed something there. I don't know exactly what happened. I'll have to ask there at the end. But nonetheless, Boyd Hogan, Tanner Love, our front row as of right now. Just behind Love, there's Begg, the guy trying to stay locked into the playoffs. The 72 car, and then Gordon Larson Jr., his competitor for tonight, back in the 9th position. So Begg in a pretty good spot as of right now, over Larson Jr.
Every point counts.
Yep.
Look at Love out front right now, still side by side with Hogan. This has turned out to be a pretty good battle. And as you notice, the lanes are almost equal. We have about 10 cars in that first group on either side. And look at that shot going down the back straightaway. Get ready to set up, heading on into turn 3. A little bumpy on this track, especially in these cars. Neither lane is getting an advantage right now. Pataska trying to slide down, maybe stall out that inside lane. And you see the 72 car there of Begg absolutely hammering on the backside of Love, trying to get him to move forward. And there you're seeing a couple of different setups. You have Major's Garage, and then you have Reaper setups all running side by side. So
Yep.
a couple of different sponsors, different setups.
Yeah, very cool to see. I mean, some guys might have their car trimmed out so that they can lead the pack more effectively. Some guys, you know, they're looking for those big runs as pushers or from a couple cars back. So we'll see how these guys go about navigating those sort of setup decisions as this race goes on. But 10 laps already into our second stage here at 30 laps. And the front still looking rather similar, though. Looks like Boyd Hogan and Tanner Love have established themselves as the fastest cars here in this second stage, continuing to hold on to that front spot, basically side by side for the lead for the past couple laps. So doing a good job just managing this field here up front.
Starting to see a lot of those playoff guys are running 1, 2, and 3. Then there's a little bit of a gap to Pataska and Larson, and then Cooper. So couple of guys all over the track. There's Gordon Lawson Jr. right now. He's in 11th position in that double O car. And he is just trying to maintain his health and stability right now, because look at the gaggle of cars he is stuck in the middle of. Very steady, going around the corners, trying to hang on to it.
Yep, just minding the gap of the 4 car in front of him, TJ Bartel. And then also just to the left there, Ray Gill. Looks like someone has been shuffled out of line. Don't know if that is a lap car. Don't think so. I think that is the 82 there of Mike T. Bruno. Don't know if he just got, you know, dumped off there, or actually got too high, allowed that middle or the car behind him to slide underneath him, but did get some help from Tyler Justice just for a moment, but doesn't seem like anybody else wanted to work with him there in that 3rd lane. So they will fall back here to the back of that outside row.
Yeah, right now these guys are setting up for the end of the stage, even though we still have a little ways to go. Don't know if we are going to have another caution flag to save everybody, but I have a feeling that we're not. It's going to be a green flag pit stop. Probably won't happen at the stage, but not far from it. What is the, how many laps can they get out of a total fuel run here? Is it 35?
Yeah,
or is it more than that?
Right around there, I think. It's close to that. That sounds right.
Yeah. So if we're going to be just shy of that due to the fact that we started under caution, so they're gonna be able to make it to the end of this thing, I believe. And once that caution, when we won't have a caution for it, that's what's great about it. But right after that stage, it is going to break loose in the pit area. That's what I love about this league, is you have green flag pit stops.
Yep.
We've seen other leagues where, you start getting into 40 laps, 50 laps of cautions. It's not a fun race to watch.
Yeah.
So these guys, you watch racing. Absolutely loving it right now. Hogan out front, followed by Tucker, Lovin, Pataskett. Now, as far as the points go, Hogan took a hammering last week with the early exit, which allowed Pataskett to get a pretty good lead on him. So Hogan's going to do some rebuilding to get back up there in that point. So he's going to need to get every bonus point he can, plus win this race, and pray that something happens to that 17 car. I mean, think about what else can you do but pray for bad luck for. If he gets into a wreck here, it's not like he gets hurt. So if you see the guy spin out and hit the wall, you can let out a little bit of a heck yeah. He's going to be all right. So it's that's what's great about iRacing.
Yep, and
out front.
Just another update about as far as like points playoff goes. So Gordon Larson Jr. has moved up. I mean, remember Caleb Begg did start this stage up front. Since then, Begg has dropped back to P8, P9, and Gordon Larson Jr. has slowly crept his way up. Actually, the leader of that inside lane right there, sitting P6. So both these guys have shown moments of speed and ability here to be up towards the front and potentially have a good finish and result tonight. So it'll be really cool to watch, to see these two kind of have a race within a race here as the laps tick down.
And as you can tell, it is back and forth. So
yeah,
we've seen one above the other and then vice versa. So it's kind of fun to watch, like you said. Way back in the pack, we're starting to see some ugliness. 3 wide. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seems like where that outside lane has started, we saw it briefly, Justice and I forget who tried to jump out there earlier, but Justice was trying to work with a guy there in that 3rd lane, kind of fell apart quickly. But it looks like they're actually going to get attached to this middle lane here. See Xander Short there pushing the back side of Johnny Avila there to try to suck up to behind Victor Williams in that second lane, and short immediately back out to the third lane, trying to get the 82 to work with him. Mike T. Bruno. Mike T. Bruno was the guy that fell back there on that third lane earlier. So obviously might have been trying to make that third lane work, just no one went with him, but it seems like he's comfortable up there trying to work with these guys now. So
I love that outside line here at Talladega. You definitely don't want to be the meat in the sandwich, so it's either inside lane or outside lane. What bothers me about being on the inside lane is if there is a wreck in front of you, which way do the cars go? They usually go down the track. Right. So if you stay in that outside lane, you know, that kind of alleviates a lot of that stress and worry. I'm giving you my point of view from the back of the pack, by the way, which is usually where I am in one of these races. So that's why I like that high line.
I always think about that, like on restarts, like especially towards the end of the race, like, oh, I'm glad I'm on the outside because everyone's going to wash down. And then when I think that, everyone washes up. So it's just wherever you are normally is where people are going to be wrecking into. So really no safe spot to be.
No, there isn't. So I really wish that, you know, my I rating, not that it's anything to be proud of, but it's all pretty much based on short track. You know, that's where I love to be. So I don't have a lot of track time with these cars, but I just find them so extremely difficult to drive. They're loud, they're obnoxious. You can hear every bump on the track in these cars, and I mean, I'm sure if I put more time to it, but that's why I appreciate this league to see, because of how difficult these cars are to drive. As right now, we're looking at the front of TJ Bartel's car.
Mechanicsville, Virginia, that's about 20 minutes from me, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I might be headed your way for the weekend, so we'll have to keep in touch. I might go down to North Wilkesboro this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So our last race up here in the Northeast, well, it wasn't really our last race, but the last big race up here in the Northeast was this past weekend. The World Series at Thompson Speedway. We did win our feature. Thank you very much. In the NEMA Midgets, congratulations to Kyle Valeri. We missed the points by 2 points over another friend of mine, Randy Cabral, who ended up with his 9th NEMA championship, and the first time in the history of NEMA that both divisions of NEMA championed was by the same guy, which is Randy Cabral. So congratulations to him. But right now, Boyd Hogan is up front. I know how much Boyd loves hearing me talk about the short track in the Northeast, so that's why I always throw it in there.
You haven't said super modifieds yet. That's I know that's on everyone's Bills bingo card.
Well, since you brought it up, Jonathan McKennedy, former NASCAR modified champion, he ended up taking the New England Super Series title championship with another victory at Thompson Speedway in his super modified. I love it. I love it. If you were a modified fan, you wanted to be in Connecticut this past weekend, because that's all we watched. I think there were 8 different modified races, 8 or 10 different modified races. Back up front, Boyd Hogan still leading the way, but now he's got a little bit of competition.
And a new challenger approaches Holden McGill there in that inside lane, driver of the 21. Got the white, pink, and black car there, so definitely stands out. Just behind him, the 8 car, Daryl Hahn. Daryl Hahn was another great driver last week at Vegas. Had an awesome night. Even right at the end there, was able to make up several spots coming to the checkered. I believe Daryl Hahn finished second place, just behind Tyler Gary. I I believe he was like racing to the line. Was able to get just past Tasca there towards the end. So good to see him back up front. I know he has a lot of skill, a lot of speed in that car. And then just behind him, Gordon Larson, TJ Bartel in the 4 car.
Getting really close to the end of the stage. That means pit stops. That's what I'm really excited. I really want to see these guys do some green flag stops. I'm sure they're already prepared for it. If not, they're getting ready to.
Yep. Definitely should be coming soon. And we might see some teams decide to go early just so that they can avoid any sort of traffic down pit lane. But we'll see some guys try to get organized there on that bottom lane before they all collectively decide to come down. It's definitely a thing that can happen. You can get stuck off the bottom lane and you don't exactly know when a gap on the bottom will open up. So really have to start working your way down the track to that yellow line, double yellow line, sooner rather than later, because don't want to be just one lap left of fuel and you're still stuck on that top side. So see how these guys plan to do that. Just behind our leaders of 5 cars, they're 3 wide for most of that mid pack. So guys trying everything they can here to try to get these lanes formed up and working, but seems like wherever that 96 car of Boyd Hogan goes is the preferred line as of yet.
Well, I'll tell you what, Thomas, 3 wide like this would be a good time to do our crank it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's give it a shot here. All right, sorry, coming out of the crank it up, we were muted there, but those outside lanes, the bottom and high lane, have matched Boyd Hogan and overtaken him for the lead here. See a lot of jostling for position as we only have 3 laps left here in the second stage.
Yeah, well, Avila just made a very huge move going from the top to the bottom, then right back up to that middle lane. Potential to lose control in that is pretty big.
Yep.
But he managed to do it without a problem, and so far it's going to be a shootout as we have less than 2 laps to go now, and out of nowhere we have 3 lanes battling instead of that gaggle of cars we saw at the beginning of the crank it up.
Yep, and Avila, for much of that stage, I could see him back there. He was kind of hanging back allowing allowing the cars around him just to race each other. But since then has moved up. Now you see Boyd Hogan making that inside lane work very well there with Casey Tucker, his pusher for most of this evening, right on his rear bumper. Dallas Pataska just behind Tucker there too. So those three trying to form up here as we just have one lap to go in this second stage. See Daryl Hahn jump to that middle lane there, trying to get some pushing done by the 51. Dallas Pataska jumps up in front of Hahn, trying to leech off any momentum there that middle lane might have created. Up top, have Holden McGill trying to make the outside lane work here, coming through 3 and 4. Middle lane not very formed up. We'll see if they can get some side drafting done to maintain their positioning here, coming to the line for the second stage. Boyd Hogan looks like he will get the points and the second stage win here.
There we go, right there. He needed that too after last week, and now you're going to start seeing these cars try to fan out a little bit, I would imagine, to get to that lower lane. Green flag pit stops are coming up.
Yep.
Now we just saw a few laps ago 3 lanes close to each other throughout the pack. Now look at it. Now we have a train on the bottom line.
Yep.
That middle lane is non-existent, and that outside lane is on life support.
Yeah, things definitely change in a hurry here, but as you were mentioning, definitely a time, and we already see a bunch of guys coming down pit lane trying to get it slowed up here as they approach that commit cone there. Have some guys bumping there on the bottom, but looks like everybody able to get in cleanly. 3-4 wide entering pit lane. They will have to watch out for each other as they look for their pit stalls here, because they can make contact getting into their stall. See one guy 82 there, Mike T. Bruno, missing his stall by just a bit, having to back up. That's going to cost him some time. Even potentially can lose the draft to 77. Tyler Justice and Tanner Love both rolling through their pit stalls. As I mentioned, can be a disaster on green flag stops. We'll see if they can get out and attach to the back of this field. See guys racing off pit lane here. Down the front stretch, trying to get reformed, trying to find their teammates, trying to get re-linked here. The 91 Alex Link with a quick stop here. He's going to get sucked back to the rest of these guys as they come off pit lane. But some other guys still on pit lane. TJ Bartel, Jeff Chandler in this time. I'll have to manage these two groups now as the field has fractured in two during this green flag stop. Still have Holden McGill scored as the race leader currently. They weren't able to pass or lap the field or the group of cars that went down pit lane there for the green flag stop. So job is pretty well done there by that first group. We'll see if the second group can get down pit lane as cleanly.
You know, my favorite summer pastime for being retired, living on Cape Cod, is sitting down at the boat ramp just to watch the disasters from all the tourists who have boats that have no idea how to work. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And when you get older, you'll understand. However, what I just witnessed with that first pit stop, all those cars coming down there together, I thought I was going to witness a disaster. Cannot believe that they sorted all of that out. Goes to show you the professionalism of this league. That was very impressive to see all those cars down there and do that. And if you've never iRaced before, when you only have 20 cars on the track or 15 cars on the track and you come in for a green flag pit stop, it's chaos. Cars are spinning off the track. They're hitting each other. It's brutal, especially at a super speedway like this. And for all those cars to come in at the same time and have it clean is pretty impressive. It's tip of the cap to these guys. And back up front now.
Well, so this is that group that went down pit lane. Tyler Justice was able to get out and attach to that, as well as Mike T. Bruno. We saw him roll through their pit lanes there. So, wait, actually, so they got left behind by the first group that pitted. So they actually are now being lapped by the group that has not yet pit. If that makes sense, Bill.
It does, but that's going to change quickly. You know that as well as I do.
Yeah, I mean, so basically after this group here pits, the group that hasn't pitted yet, Tyler, Justice, and a couple of other guys are going to be at a high risk of being lapped by the group that is being led currently by Dallas Pataska, Boyd Hogan, and Daryl Hahn. So just that little mistake, the little tiny mistake rolling through their stall on the green flag stop costs them a ton. So
yeah, and it's so difficult or easy to do. Excuse me, it's so easy to do at a track like Talladega when you come into the pits.
yeah.
Oh, this. See how easily the entire race can change. And if you even want to throw in another scenario, what happens if a caution were to come out right now?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I know there's a lot of guys swearing at me right now, telling me to shut up, but you got to throw it out there.
No, absolutely. And Holden McGill and the rest of his pack here still electing to ride around. You see Tyler Justice go below the double yellow. Don't know if he got a little bit loose, but is sliding back just a bit now. We'll see if McGill and them come down pit lane this time. Nope, they're going to stay out again. So playing the long game here into this third stage. They have to be getting tight on fuel now.
Yeah,
But another interesting thing to point out here, so we did see a lot of heavy, hard racing there coming to the end of that second stage. But since those green flag pit stops, you know, you can just see it. These guys are just lined up in a single file, all running this bottom lane. They aren't thinking about racing each other at all right now. All they want to do is try to run as fast as laps as they can, try to separate themselves from this other pack that hasn't yet pit, to try to just get the time advantage here wherever they can.
And all they can do is just pray.
And I mean, the thing, it's not looking too good though, because Holden McGill last lap was a 49.17. Dallas Pataska's last lap was a 49.70. So this original group that hasn't pitted yet, I mean, they're working their way around this track a lot faster than that group that was that went down pit lane. And the worst case scenario is that Holden McGill is able to get the draft from the back of this pack that pitted and completely get sucked up to them, because I mean that is the ideal time to pit if you can get the draft advantage from the group ahead of you, because that is just a ton of time that they will be able to improve on against that front pack. McGill
is looking good. Avila, Landwehr, Porter.
Yeah, again, about 0.6 faster than Dallas Pataska's pack. Hunter McGill doing a great job leading this primary pack here. Johnny Avila just behind him, and Nathaniel Landwehr all working well together here to keep the speeds high in this pack that hasn't pitted yet.
I saw one car get down way low, almost below that yellow line right there. Able to gather it back up.
You can just see how close. This is from the roof of Nathaniel Landwehr pushing Avila, who's then pushing our race leader Holden McGill, but they are through the same set of corners as that other pack that already went down pit lane to pit to get fresh tires and fuel. They have to be getting tight on fuel. We'll see if they come down here in a couple, if not this lap. We got to check their roll bar or something for some sort of fuel cell if they can stay out much longer. This is getting crazy.
Yeah.
Man, they're still staying out. They're still staying out. They just, I mean, they understand how valuable these fast laps are. I mean, they're continuing to run much faster laps than the other pack.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, it is. That time it was only about 3/10, but still, I mean, that's
3/10 is a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would think that the cars with the fresh tires would be running a lot better. Maybe the weight of these cars is just so much.
Right.
I couldn't tell you.
And I mean, they have to be getting close to getting the draft from the back of that pack now. Go on the nose here of Holden McGill. I mean, this is tightening up really fast here, and it's just about another lap. I'd say they start to have the effects of that draft from the back of that pack just ahead of them.
Now I'm wondering if these guys must have pitted before the 30 lap, or did you check that already to see when they last pitted?
So
I'm wondering if they
last pitted lap 33. So that was when that caution came out for that stage. Right at the end of stage 1.
Wow.
Yep. You know what? Let's if they're coming down this time. So
there they go.
Yeah,
all right.
I was about to go on board with them, see if they were feathering the throttle, seeing how they're saving, because they had to be running like 80% throttle, but looks like all these guys successfully slowed down. No black flags given out, so they all were under the speed limit, sliding into their pit stalls. We'll see if anyone rolls through here. Looks like everyone has done okay.
Impressive. It is. If you've ever iRaced, you know what I'm talking about. It's impressive to see them come in and do that, all of those cars together, and not wreck each other up. So now,
here's this other pack led by Dallas Pataska. Was the pack that Holden and company were starting to reel in there towards the end of that full fuel stint, but now you see Nathaniel Landwehr leading this pack off pit lane, followed by Johnny Avila, and they're going to be pretty well clear of that pack that pitted first. So they will hold on to their lead positioning here, and I don't think Dallas Pataska and them won't even have the draft from that front group, so they're going to need to figure some stuff out there to improve those lap times. We'll see if the fuel increase for this front pack will slow them down at all. I mean, you mentioned the weight might be playing a factor here. We'll keep an eye on the deltas here.
All right, I'm getting excited. I don't know what to do right now. I'm looking at these guys out front. I'm astonished that they were able. Well, if you think about it, they had almost 2 laps on that other group of cars.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to go around to catch up with them to make up a lap, and then they had to go around again to catch up with them. But we saw that the older tires were faster than the newer tires.
Yep.
So is it going to work out the opposite way now, or what? Things have just completely changed.
Yep, and this will be telling to see as they come across the line here, and we'll check their lap time, if it's in the low 49s or if it's up higher. So yeah, no, I mean, that lap of 49.02, almost a 49 flat. They are just moving faster than this other group. So this other group, Dallas Pataska and company, just ran a 49.50. So they are still logging slower times than this front group. And you know what? I'm gonna check something. So I'm gonna go on board with Pataska here and see if he's saving. No, I mean, he's pinned. He's completely pinned all through down the backstretch into 3 and 4.
Are you sure he still has 2 more lights there?
A little bit of
no, he is.
He's listening.
Yeah. No, I think he is.
You can hear a little bit better here in the gearbox cam, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like that they're all running like 80% throttle. It sounds like the leader is pushing and
yeah, they're going for it.
Yep, they're trying to go for it. It's just they're not as linked up here as this other group.
Wow. Maybe because of more cars? I mean, we know that 2 cars are a lot slower than 3 cars.
Mm.
So that's the only thing I can think of. But Landwehr, Avila, and Porter, they could put up an upset here tonight. This would be good for Cooper. Although Cooper and Begg, they're they need to really battle each other. They're right next to each other, only separated by 1 car, and that would be McGill. So those are the 2 guys that are trying to eliminate each other.
Yep, and I was
Landwehr,
I was just gonna say, I was watching Landwehr's speed going down the backstretch there, and he was getting up 196, 197, whereas Pataska only got up to 194 down the backstretch. So there's, I mean, that's like a
significant
3 mile per hour,
difference.
yeah, speed difference.
Yeah. Ooh, makes you wonder why that is. And here's that second group run by Pataska.
Still about 3/10 off the pace of his front pack. I just love the no caution thing because it really just shows it. Like some guys, they really pride themselves on building a good restrictor plate track setup, and it's kind of lost sometimes, I guess, if there's cautions breaking up the long runs. Where it's not just the setup; it's skill. Sometimes some guys, they just love these super speedways. It's their jam, like it's their thing, and the lack of cautions allows that skill and the attention to detail on the setups to come through.
You and I have talked about this before. I absolutely hate the cautions.
Yeah.
All it is a TV promotion.
Yeah.
And, it's NASCAR making money. And that's why NASCAR was... NASCAR is becoming Disney World. It's just too expensive for everything. And all of a sudden we see
Alex
the
Link
91
driver.
car coming.
Yeah, not exactly sure what the call is there. But he is coming down pit lane. And look, if Boyd and Pataska listen to this back, they're probably gonna bite my head off as far as me ragging on setups. But I mean, like, it's not that it's the specific setup. It's just the combination of cars that you have set up, the combination of ability and setups you have in a line. Just collectively, they produce a certain lap time, and sometimes one pack has a better collection of drivers than the other.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, it's not like there's a lack of talent there.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's the weird part. That's what makes me think, like, maybe just these guys, just the way they have their cars trimmed out, it's just very advantageous for them right now. But still see the difference of lap time here.
It really makes me wonder if they're saving.
Yeah.
But we've listened, and
yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is Pataska is the only car that's not saving, and the rest of the guys are, heavy saving, and Pataska is going to drop back after some time passed, but he's stayed out front of this group. So they haven't decided to change it up. They haven't decided to put somebody else up front to try something new. They're content with how they're arranged now. Um, maybe just hoping for a caution at this point. I don't know. They could have some fuel strategy set up. Maybe they're happy with their undercut and the way the fuel pans out. It's actually going to be advantageous for them, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to see.
Different setups work for different people. I know I tried one setup for my style racing, and it slowed me down. I tried another setup, and it made me 0.3 faster, which is a lot. And both of them were better than the iRacing setup, but just that one setup worked for me just a little bit better, a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know what it was. It fit my style of driving better, and and
sorry,
there's so many different setups. Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, but that last lap, Landwehr and team here ran a 48.82. Pataska ran a 49.48. So that is just a crazy difference of speed.
Wow. Wow. I'm lost for words.
Yeah. I mean, obviously something could have happened. They could have rearranged that lap, causing them to have a one-off slower lap. But I mean, that time was a 48.97, so almost a second off the pace.
Well, I'm noticing that this group of cars just isn't as formed up as the other one is. The other setup, the other guys seem to be working a little bit better together.
Okay, wait.
These guys starting to get it now. So
sorry, that time fake news. I was reading the wrong. I read best lap instead of last lap, so it wasn't a second. It was like 0.4. So I was being a little dramatic.
You got us fired last night. You got to get us fired again tonight. Oh man, this is my 5th broadcast this week, and if you can't tell, my voice has just about had it.
Oh man.
Luckily, the other ones that I did were just short races, so they were over pretty quickly. But you know, it's difficult.
Yep, and look, we're already right at the end of this thing. I mean, only 9 laps to go here, so not looking too good for that backpack. Definitely needing a caution to re-rack this field here, but Landwehr doing a great job here leading this front pack. Avila doing a great job pushing. Porter now in P3. Checking in with our playoff bubble situation. Caleb Begg attached to this front pack here, and Gordon Larson Jr. actually it's kind of fallen out of favor. Is way back here, not even attached to Pataska's group, but in his own subgroup here with Tyler Justice, Mike T. Bruno, Ray Gill, Mike, and sorry, yeah, Jeff Chandler was the last guy I wanted to mention. But just 7 laps to go now, so really running out of time here. Looks like Caleb Begg, if this thing stays green, will be securing that playoff spot.
Can't believe how fast this race went by. I am, excuse me, a little stunned at the speed of that front group.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, so here's the thing, though, too. Like, I wonder how racy these guys are going to get up front. Just 6 laps to go now. I mean, obviously the gap is 14 seconds back to Pataska from the back of this front group, so it's still a lot of track to cover. But I think regardless of how racy they get up here, they're still going to be well clear of that second group.
Wow, man. Looking at the times again. Landwehr, the 99 car. Now, we saw him out front earlier. He was very fast. He was one of the first guys to make that third lane actually work. Now, if you look behind him with Avila and Porter, two guys that we know have been fast. Gilead went from the back of the pack. He's up there, so we know he has a fast car.
Yep, Gilead up 17 spots and Landwehr up 16 spots. So both of those guys, yep.
Yep. No, when are you looking to make your move?
You know, I think the outside lane will probably start forming going across this time, if I had to guess, but can't really tell with these guys. I mean, just depending on if they're around people they're comfortable with that they want to start to form up with. But don't want to wait too late. Don't want to go too early and get shuffled to the back. So I successfully dodged your question is basically what I'm saying. All the above.
You're gonna make a good politician someday. Oh man, I'm absolutely loving this. 4 to go. This definitely isn't the way you and I expected this race to go.
Nope, absolutely not.
And now, now they're getting ready to swallow up this group.
This is the Tyler Justice group, and these guys they were running a great race, stage 1 and 2. Just a couple guys here made some mistakes on pit lane during the green flag stops, and it's going to cost them here as they will probably go down a lap.
It doesn't help that they're got a guy out there in the middle.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the speed difference.
I was gonna say they might get a call to try to slow down this front group, but no, they just let them drive on that outside lane. I was wondering if we're going to see any blocks thrown, just because they do all want to stay in the lead lap there in case the caution does come out. But
yeah, for some reason that type of sportsmanship doesn't happen in this league. We haven't seen anything like that yet.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, with the head of steam that those guys had, that would have just caused absolute chaos. But the group of cars that just went down a lap, some of the names that are in that are surprising to see. You usually don't see that at Talladega unless there's been a big wreck.
yeah,
2 laps to go. I'm shocked. I don't know what to say, and for me to be speechless is probably should be a national day of honor or something, because it doesn't happen very often.
Yep. White flag in the air, so just one more lap, 2.5 miles until we see that checkered flag come out. Nathaniel Landwehr in command of this field, sitting P1 with Johnny Avila, who was pretty stout most of the evening. No, he has a lot of speed in that car. We'll see if he tries any moves here coming to the line. Cody Porter just behind Johnny Avila as well. So those two,
oh boy, there it goes.
Together,
I was waiting for it. It was time. Beg had to make a move.
Yep.
Beg had to make a move. You see those guys side by side. That's for the elimination of the points. So whoever's going to cross the finish line first out of those two guys is going to be moving on. But now you see an Avila making a move to the
Cody
outside.
Porter to the bottom. I believe that was Johnny Avila on the high side. I tried to get a good shot of the line there, but might have missed it. But 3 wide racing there to the start finish. and we'll go back and take a better look at that. But I believe actually Caleb Begg was safe by quite a margin. That Larson Jr. was in that other subgroup, so he was safely in. But as far as the race win, let's go back and take a better look at that. Coming to the checkered flag here. And I think it
on the bottom.
really starts further back here. But
is that legal?
That's above my pay grade. I'm not gonna answer that question. But see, Landwehr in the lead here, coming out of Fort. Let me find a good.
And it just all breaks loose. This update is horrible.
So Johnny jumps above Landwehr. Porter goes. I don't think that's legal. But Johnny gets a run on the outside, side drafting Landwehr heavy, coming to the line, and looks like obviously the line is further down the front stretch here. Porter stalls out a little bit, and also I think the 33 might be under investigation towards the end of this thing. I don't even know what the official or the unofficial results will be, because there's a couple
question marks there. Now this league does have some different rules, so maybe on the last lap you can't. But
yeah, I want to say it's how I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say it's Avila with the win, followed by the 18 of Tyler Seville, and then I think it's the 99.
Say that,
the third Landwehr.
It's just so close with that car on the outside. It's so close to see the 57.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it's still showing. These are definitely the unofficial results so far. Avila, Porter, Seville, Gallant, Landwehr, Stafford, Begg, Cooper, McGill, Hahn. That's your top 10. Let's see if I can time this right. Patasco, Hogan, Williams, Tucker, Love, Sawyer, Brooks, Short, Larson, Chandler, Justice, Gill, Bruno, Bartel, Link, Picano. I almost got it. I almost got it.
Yeah.
I'll let you do it this time. Whew, I'm tired.
Link, Picotti, and then Wood to round out the bottom there. But yeah, definitely strange end to that race. Definitely a lot of tight racing for stage 1 and 2, but as after those green flag stops, they were just kind of just separated too far apart, created a pretty big gap between both groups, and ultimately was the deciding factor here. But you know what? I'll see who's in the podium channel here, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of
maybe some controversy. Like I said, maybe it's legal.
I see Adam Gilliat, Cody Porter, and Johnny Avila in the podium channel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who won. I don't know who. I mean, I know who won. I don't know who got second and third.
Yeah, it's it all depends if it's legal to pass under the yellow on the last lap. And again, this league has different rules. There's no cautions for the stages. I could see that being a rule, and I got to be honest with you, if it's on the last lap,
yeah,
hell yeah, man, let it fly.
I just asked Boyd to hop in here real quick if he's available, but
yeah.
Hey,
so there he is.
What are the results there? Because we had some guys passing on the bottom underneath the double yellow, so we don't know who got second and third.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
hang on.
Yeah.
Let Let me talk to the higher ups here. 1 second.
Okay, we know who won. We just don't know who got second.
We just don't know who got second and third. Well, apparently it is not a rule.
He said, "Ooh."
Yeah, I mean, you just it's not like we can hide that. It's he wasn't gonna get wrecked.
Right. No, I mean he
And
turned
then-
down there on his own completely. And 33
the
followed too.
33 followed him, and I have a feeling the 33 is gonna hear, if he was gonna jump off a bridge, would you have done it as well? So
Okay, so obviously
Yeah, and-
I have 63, 18. 18 is Tyler Seville. And then I had the 99. Look, his nose is already touching
Yeah.
the start finish there. So
yeah.
I have Nathaniel Landwehr over Gilead, who is in that 33 car.
And we have to do a race later on with Cody next week with Cody Porter, so it's yeah. Oh, well, we love you, kid, but you can't pass under the double yellow line. I mean, it's kind of like getting pulled over on the sidewalk.
Here, let me. I want to message Boyd with. I have Avila, and then who did we say? We said Seville, P2, and then
Yeah,
third.
and it would be the 99.
We have official word.
We had Avila, Seville, and then P3 was Landwehr. I don't know if you have that.
No.
Okay.
So there is no rule on the yellow lines due to it being the iRacing rules.
Okay. All right.
So Cody Porter does get P2, Adam P3.
Okay.
And we may have a Cody Porter rule. We may have a Cody Porter rule for Daytona.
Hey, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I freaking love it. Keep it, man. I'm telling you. Let's be the what was it? The XFL. Remember when that came out a few years ago? Dude, that is an awesome rule. Only on the last lap.
Bill will be 11 wide going into 3, and nobody will see the light of day at the end.
Okay, only at the start finish line.
So,
was. I'm
Boyd,
sorry,
have,
but I
you have
say
Gilead
keep it.
as third.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Avila, Porter, then Gilead third. All right. So this is Talladega with an asterisk next to it. But that's all right. Well, we'll have the drivers.
Johnny won it straight up. So that's good.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we weren't sure what happened with your group, but let's we'll interview the guys real quick. Then maybe we'll relink here. But let me get our third place driver in here, Adam Gilead. Mr. Gilead, you're in the booth. You got us?
I got you.
Hey, so a little bit of post-race examination there of the finish, but we got the word that you could pass under the double yellow coming to the start finish, so you secure P3 tonight. Walk us through your race, and then this decision to follow Porter down underneath the double yellow here coming to the line.
Well, I was just riding around most of the race. Our cars were really fast here at Outlier XP today. I mean, it was just real easy to kind of follow the pack and put a race together. But yeah, I saw Cody go under the line, so I was like, screw it. I guess I'm gonna follow him. I guess there's no rule, and I took the chance, and he was right.
Can I say it? Can I say it? Can I say it? If Cody were to jump off a bridge, would you do it with him?
Probably not a bridge, but I had a big run, so I was like, I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? We got the official word. There is no ruling. I say keep this. I think I like it. I'm sorry, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it definitely spreads it out at the end there.
They should open up the infield too, the grass. You can go down to the grass. That would be good.
Yeah, we'll slide through that thing.
But
Oh,
man, great
man.
drive. It was so Bill and I really talking through the race there. Stage 1, stage 2, very tight pack racing there. Obviously, after that green flag pit stop cycle that we saw the two fields kind of split up. How did you decide to go with that second pack that ultimately ended up being the faster group of the two? Were you on the radio with your teammates? What was y'all's plan there?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely just going with my teammates there. Cody was kind of making the call. He made the call to save fuel, which was a really good call there. It just worked out for us. I mean, it could have went either way, really. I mean, we had really fast cars.
Yep.
Plus the fuel we had, it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, watching those two packs come off pit lane, you guys really were setting the pace before you guys pitted and even after y'all pitted. So definitely had a huge speed advantage over Pataska and his group there. Even you guys were starting to catch that pack before you pitted, and I thought you were even gonna catch the draft there. So I mean, absolutely, you guys had a ton of speed in those cars.
Yeah.
But cool, man. Well, so where do you okay, so you're outside of the playoffs, so just a strong finish, good team finish for you tonight. How you feeling about next week at Martinsville?
Short tracks are some of my better tracks, most of the time. So I'm looking forward to Martinsville. I'm not the best there, but we'll see how it goes. Haven't ran there all too much.
Cool, man. Bill, you got anything for Mr. Gilead here?
No, Gilead, dude, you came from far deep in the pack. You worked your way forward. You had a fast car. You made a great finish. I absolutely love that move, and I hope they keep it. Congratulations, buddy, man. You earned it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. These outlier cars are just they're lightning. They're fast. It helps a lot.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, any obviously outlier, any other shout outs you want to give before you head out?
Obviously Whiskey Guy and XP. Just all the guys at Outlier, really. They do a really good job building these setups, giving me opportunity to run for them.
Sounds good. Well, you have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Alrighty, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. That was Adam Gilead, driver of the 33 car. Next up, we said Tyler Seville, right? P2.
I already forgot.
I think that's what we said, but I don't
No, it was
see.
Cody.
Oh, Cody. That's right. Yeah. All right.
So that's right, Cody.
Yeah, let me grab Cody here. Cody Porter in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, so great second place finish. Bill and I were really wondering right at the end of that thing what exactly the ruling would be, but I mean, we applaud it. You saw the gap and you shot it. Were you worried that you were going to get penalized there for that under the double yellow move?
Not really. I don't think there was any rules applied to this, but there might be in the future now.
I love it, man.
Out here being rule makers, not rule breakers, right?
Yeah.
The Cody Porter rule.
Right.
Yeah.
The Porter rule.
Right.
No, I mean,
I tried to fake out. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah, just go ahead. I was gonna ask you about the end here anyway, so you can go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to get by Johnny and Nathan. I knew whatever I did, Johnny was going to replicate because he was watching me in the mirror no matter what. So I thought I could fake him high. So my best bet was to fake him high and then try to shoot under him and Nathan. And Nathan was just going to hold it on the bottom no matter what.
Yeah.
So my next best bet was just shoot on the apron and just hope it stuck because I didn't know if the car was going to stick on the apron or not. So I might have just taken all three of us out, honestly. But it stuck. And then all of a sudden, Adam was beside me too, and I don't know how Johnny got the run, but he just got barely by me, like a nose. So
yeah, I think Landwehr just got like double side drafted there from the bottom and top. So
I think so. Yeah. Poor guy from the lead to like 7th or something.
Yeah. But great race tonight. You had a great race going last week. You were my Gruden grinder of the week last week. Just didn't have the finish that I think you deserved, but this week obviously coming home P2, great finish. Were you guys so you were in that second group that pitted, correct? Because you came out with that faster group. were you guys comfortable with your strategy? Were you worried that you waited too long? It seemed like you guys waited a long time to go down.
No, our car came in longer as the run went on. I feel like we were a little bit faster towards the end of the run, anyways, just the fuel load and the weight being less.
Sure.
And as soon as they pitted, we were going to pit around the same period, but they pitted a lap earlier than we wanted to, so we decided to just go as long as we could and run our dry, and
Yep.
just short fuel it. And it ended up working out in our favor.
Yeah, I mean, we were keeping an eye on the laps go by, and you guys were 4/10, 5/10, even 6/10 sometimes faster than the other group. So definitely found something. And as far as the group of drivers you had in that pack, you guys were working very well together. How was the quality of racing there in that stage 1 and 2? Because that was some great pack racing from up here in the booth to watch. Any like, I mean, obviously it has to be like a breath of fresh air being able to race like that here at DEGA, not worry about like junking your stuff here early. Walk us through the early race stage 1 and 2.
Oh, absolutely. I gotta be honest. Coming into this, I was dreading Talladega after they updated the draft model. Before this, it was pretty great. I'm not gonna say great. It was better than what we tested it in. But everyone put on a pretty good show. I feel like the top kind of came in, and people started to figure out how to actually use the draft model instead of just slamming each other. Kind of figuring out how to take runs. And then people were figuring out how to work with each other.
Yep.
And of course, people weren't side drafting each other as hard because side draft isn't nearly as powerful as it was. So I think it produced a little bit better racing than I expected. I hope it put on a good show. I think we were 3 wide for 10 laps at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one was really on each other's doors like we would used to be. No one was really door banging. No one was slamming each other. So it was pretty good. It kind of looked realistic. It felt like how it would look in real life.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Did look a lot like a race you would see on TV here in these next gen cars. So for sure, there. Bill, you got anything for Mr. Porter here before we let him go?
No, just impressive run. That made it very exciting at the end. We did hear that there's probably going to have to be a new rule made, which I am thumbs down to that. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great, and just congratulations on an all-around good run.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
One last question I had for you. So, how do you feel about the no stage cautions? Because I mean, obviously tonight it worked out for you in a big way, you and your pack there. But especially here at a super speedway, was this something that you enjoyed, that you thought was a good change to the normal rules we see in most leagues?
Us and our team are pretty good at like pack racing and like pit cycles, so I'm a big fan of not having cautions. But as someone who loves also like racing other people, like Boyd's group and other members of the league, a part of me doesn't like not having stage cautions. It would pack everybody up and not allow us to have like breakaways like we did tonight. It wouldn't allow us to go long and like push away with like lower weight and everything. Um,
Sure. No, that's
it's a double-sided sword. I don't think there's a correct answer. Competition side of me absolutely loves not having stage cautions. I guess the broadcasting side, I think we should probably have stage cautions at super speedways.
So basically the whole latter half of the race, I was talking about how much I loved that there weren't stage cautions. So I don't know. I just like I feel like it's a cool. It brings a lot of different elements into a plate race that you don't get if you're just constantly re-racking. And the way the guys have their cars set up and the fuel strategies and just the ability and the skill that you have for drivers to link up, work together, and put down the fastest lap they can, lap after lap, is something cool to see from my perspective.
Absolutely, I love the strategy part of it, and if people enjoy that, then I say I'm all for it. But if people don't enjoy it, then whatever the fans enjoy.
Yep. No, I hear you. Well, with that, we'll let you go, and we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Awesome, appreciate you guys.
Yep, no problem. that was a Cody Porter, driver of the 04 car, coming home P2 tonight. Last but not least, we have Johnny Avila, who dominated much of the race early, kind of fell back there to start that second stage, but ultimately was the leader of that fast pack there at the end of the race. We'll pull him down here in the booth. Mr. Avila, you're in the booth. You got us?
I hear you guys.
Hey, man. So, wow, like what a finish there. Obviously, there was an asterisk next to P2, P3 for a second, but we got that all cleared up. But as for you and your finish there, I mean, Cody Porter was saying how he was going to try to fake you out to go high. And it looks like you did go high, but between Porter and you side drafting the 99, seemed like you were able to reel him in. What was your idea? What was your plan heading out of 4 there coming to the line?
My goal the whole time was to pass Nate, because when we were racing SOF on Monday, he did the same thing to me. So I'm like, I'm not pushing him to the win today. So I saw Cody make a move, and I had a little bit of a run on Nate. I'm like, this is my only opportunity. I went high. I see Cody juke low, and I'm like, where is this mofo going? So I try to side draft Nate, and then I see Tyler coming. I'm like, I just need him to give me a boop. And that nudge he gave me was just enough to beat Cody and his cheating ass for cutting the apron. But the thing is, man, like, iRacing doesn't have like the double yellow line, so it's whatever. But
yeah, I mean,
it's definitely a lot of fun.
I think.
Well,
like,
let me ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let me ask, since we're on the subject. I got to be honest with you, man. At the finish like that, I kind of don't mind the below the yellow line. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean,
like, if there isn't something to automatically implement it, I don't care. Like, right, iRacing has the rules the way it's set up. By all means, go for it. But man, that was fun. That was so close too.
Yeah,
I saw him come, like, as soon as we get through the trial vote, I see him ahead of me. I'm like, no. Because so many times in this league, I've been near the front or in a position, and just some wacky stuff happens. So I'm glad I could finish this one out.
And you beat some stout drivers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, this whole league is so stacked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think the SOF was again close to around 5K average tonight. So,
yeah,
just a high skill level here. Obviously you're out of the playoff contention here, but obviously a win feels good. Heading into Martinsville next week, are you going to be looking to have success there too, or how are you feeling about Martinsville?
I think I'm going to tell the team at the shop to reinforce the bumpers front and rear and get ready for it.
Yeah, no, yeah. Many other league races I've called and participated in there. A lot of them contest for caution records, so it'll be interesting to see how this league goes about racing Martinsville, because so far we've seen a lot of good racing at basically every track we go to. So hopefully you guys can put on a good show there. But as for tonight, any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Well, I'd like to obviously shout out Outlier. It's my setup shop, and Robert Miller's the A-car builder there, and he always brings out a hot rod for us. And then I got to thank the amount of people that we had working together. The reason we were able to fight for the win is the teamwork of everybody getting in pit road together and getting off and being able to organize and drive away. And then, of course, I got to thank you guys in the booth. Now I can sit back, watch this race, and laugh at Cody.
Cody Porter. You got to call him Porter.
No, we were definitely we were giving your group their shout outs right up until the end, because I mean you guys were lapping a lot more rapidly than that other group that pitted first. So whatever you guys had going on, whatever teamwork or strategy you guys had going on, definitely bettered the other group by a lot. So Great job.
I don't know
there.
what it is about plate racing, but it brings out a little extra tism, and we just log laps trying to get whatever we can get.
Hey, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, rhythm with the tism.
I need
That's what I'm saying, man.
I need all you train guys in the Discord this week. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are we doing? We're doing laps at Talladega because we need to get this right now. What is it? Our team, I think we had like three or four people in the top 5 when we did NIS the 500 this year too. Like we're just on it, and like I gotta make sure if I'm in the Blasphemy Dale, I'm at least good at plate racing.
Yep. No, I hear that. All right, man. Well, with that, we'll let you go and have a good rest of your evening. And we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Yep. Good night, John.
We'll see ya.
That was Johnny Avila, race winner tonight in the 63 car. Did a great job leading early in stage 1, and then kind of fell back there through stage 2, but definitely had the big picture in mind as he was able to work his way back up to the front and ultimately win this race, making a pass there, coming out of Fort on the very last final lap. Bill, great race, man. We kind of had it all early in the race, stage 1 and 2, pack racing, and then we saw some strategy and just good teamwork there towards the end. Anything you want to add before we wrap this up?
You know, this league is pretty impressive when you can run at Talladega and have 2 cautions.
Yep.
I think all we had was two cautions, and it's real exciting to watch. Nobody likes to watch caution after caution, and to come to a track like this, you usually see a lot of cautions, and we didn't have that. We had a lot of great side-by-side racing. Like you said, the strategy was huge tonight, and it's all going to change next week. Now, Martinsville Speedway, you and I have done races where we broke records for yellow flags.
Yep.
So, what was it? The last race that you and I did, it was
27.
Was
I
it
think.
28
Yeah,
or 27? Yeah.
so-
So,
right.
and it's not that they're bad drivers. It's Martinsville on iRacing, and I'm gonna love watching it next week.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. I don't think we're gonna be over this early, but I'm looking forward to seeing next week and just the championship implications that it has now. We're starting to get down to the end of the year, and these guys really need to finish every single position. And with this group of drivers, like you said, 5,000 average rating. This is Coca-Cola Series level drivers. So if you think you've got what it takes, you can try. Come and join the server and come racing with us. But this is going to be a Premier League either next year or the year after. I can feel it.
Yeah, for sure. And just one more quick shout out to Caleb Beck, driver to 72 car, making the next round in the playoffs. He will be officially the bubble driver heading into Martinsville. But for now, save. Obviously, like if the points do something weird and he's able to slide up, then there could be somebody else there on the bubble. But my guess for now, being where he is in the standings, he'll be in that elimination spot. But for now, he's safe. Was able to execute the plan to beat out Gordon Larson Jr., who fell back to 19th after being trapped with that other group towards the end. But good job by Mr. Begg, and we'll see him competing again for a championship next week at Martinsville. And I've said 3 or 4 times, next week we are at Martinsville, so very different scenery, very different track, short track racing. You have to use that pedal just to the left of your gas pedal that slows the car down a little bit more than here at Talladega. So we'll see if these guys can work their way around there cleanly and put on a good show. But for everyone in the Twitch chat who came out, supported the stream, supported the league, thank you so much for coming out and watching the race. It means a lot to us that these guys have fans and people out there who enjoy watching them race week in and week out. We'll be here same time, same place next week, 8 p.m. Eastern time, for our Martinsville event. Bill, anything for the stream before we head out?
Nope. Thank everybody for watching. Thank you, Thomas, for producing another great race. And I will see you next week.
All right. Yeah, everyone, we'll see you guys next week at Martinsville. Have a good one.